waiting on someone else to fix you. Tell me when do you forget? It's your life, what you gonna do? The world is watching you every day. The choices you make, they work too hard. Your heart beats for it's an open door. There's a way that you believe. Take your opportunity. So let your life be one that lies the world. It's your life, what you gonna do? The world is watching you every day. The choices you make, they work too hard. Your heart beats for it's an open door. It's your life, what you gonna do? The world is watching you every day. The choices you make, they work too hard. Your heart beats for it's an open door. It's your life. It's your
I'm sick tired of all those first thing that I'd like to do. Save every day till eternity passes away, just to spend them with you. But it make days last forever. If words could make wishes come true, I'd save every day like a treasure and then again I would spend them with you. There never seemed to be enough time to do the thing wanted to once to find them. Looked around enough to know you're the one I want to go through time with. I had a thought just wishes and dreams that had never come true. The box would be empty except for the memory of how they were answered by you. There never seemed to be enough time to do the thing wanted me to once find them. Looked around enough to know you're the one I want to go to find.
When the week comes to spotting, it feels just like getting started. Somehow we're still running like a kid back then. Straight some leaves and falling down, but somehow we keep getting back up. Long as there is one, they're gonna keep running. Yeah, we'll keep running in this moment. It's electric. Can you see it? Can you feel it? The stream inside is still alive today. Yeah, we're on
Too old, scared and frozen, too afraid of being alone and second guessing everything you want to be. No fear that can bind you. There's nowhere hope will find you. As long as we have hope, we have everything we need. Yep.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2026 Laurel School District Staff of the Year celebration. Before we get too long into the program, I would like to acknowledge some of our very special guests that we have with us this evening. From our Board of Education, I believe she's in the back there, Mrs. Jana Pugh is with us. And also from our Board of Education doing double duty with my turn to cook, Mrs. Kim Ralph. How about another round of applause for the food, ladies and gentlemen? We have some contributors to the event whose names are up on the screen at some point. There they are. Well, that's the board. Next one. There we go. We have our Teacher of the Year, Mr. Joseph Winke, is with us. Our Behavioral Health Professional of the Year Committee. Yep. Keep it clapping. Our Education Support Staff of the Year Committee. Our Teacher of the Year Committee. Special thanks to the Laurel Technology Department over here, a gentleman over there helping us out. And their leader, Mike Brown, whose daughter is getting recognized this evening. Our Laurel Maintenance and Custodial teams. Seaford Florist. AdArt. Pulley Glass. And one of our favorites here, a good friend to the Laurel School District, Representative Tim Dukes. Representative Dukes, would you mind coming up and sharing with everyone what you've brought for our candidates?
I just want to say thank you to My Turn to Cook. I was disappointed that I didn't get any tacos today. And then I came here, so thank you guys. You made my Cinco de Mayo. Okay. It's an honor just to be here and to say congratulations to all the winners. Education is so fundamental in our society today. And, you know, as a state, when you look at a budget that is 6.5 billion, we designate about 30, I believe it's 38% of our budget goes to education. It's the largest area where money is spent in our budget is through education. And we are grateful for the commitment of teachers and staff that make our education system work. So thank you all. And for everybody that's bringing the knowledge tonight, we have tributes from the House of Representatives just to say thank you. And please keep up the good work. God bless you guys.
Thank you, Representative Dukes. Before we get started, I did want to talk to you briefly about invisible but invaluable. Tonight, I want to talk to you about something that we know but that we often forget, something that often goes unnoticed. It's not that everything matters. It often doesn't get noticed. Not everything that matters gets noticed. Sometimes in our schools, we have people who work behind the scenes, whose work is so very important, but oftentimes, rarely, you will see their work on the front page. Their work is not always seen, but their work is always significant, invisible, but invaluable. Let me paint a picture for you. Young kid comes into school. He's having a bad morning. He sits down in the hallway, curls his legs up to him, puts his head down into his knees. It's been a rough morning. Something's wrong at home. Plenty of his classmates pass by him, noticing nothing, until someone does. It could be that counselor or that secretary who stopped to talk to him or her. Could be that para or that custodian who sits down shoulder to shoulder with that student, just letting them know that they're not alone. Or it could be that teacher who stoops over and gently whispers, "I'm so glad you're here today." No cameras, no crowd, but it's in these quiet moments that healing begins. Invisible, but invaluable. That's what we're celebrating here tonight. Our behavioral health professionals of the year. You may not hear their voices echo down the hallways very loudly, but their wisdom whispers hope into those who have a heavy heart. Our support staff of the year. You may not see their names on the marquees, but their fingerprints on every detail of the Laurel School District. And our teachers of the year. They meet our students where they are, and they lead them to what they can become and what they were meant to be. You don't need to have a big title to make a big impact. You don't need to raise your voice to raise the standard, and you don't need to be seen to make others feel seen. So to all of our honorees and to the many others who show up with purpose and heart, we say thank you. You may not always be seen, but you are never overlooked. You are invaluable to the students, to the staff, and you are the soul of this district. Let's take this moment to honor what's often quiet, but never small. Let's celebrate the best of who we are, and that's all of our honorees. Congratulations to all of you. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to welcome our HR director and hostess of this event, Mrs. Andrea Yoder.
Hello again. Yay, staff of the year. Hello. Hello. All right. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. This is a special occasion. We get the opportunity to celebrate exceptional staff members. A huge thank you to Morgan Petty. Thank you for everything you've done to make this such an amazing evening for our guests of honor and all of us. And I'll just echo Dr. Larimore by saying thank you to the IT team and our custodial team. By the end of the evening, we'll have named the 2026 Laurel School District's Cora Selby Teacher of the Year, the Educational Support Staff of the Year, and we'll be reminded of our Behavioral Health Professional of the Year. Throughout this event, though I hope that all of our nominees feel just how much they're appreciated, we're proud to honor each of you. You've not only been nominated by your peers, but you're voted to represent your buildings and that is an achievement to be celebrated. So let's get to it. So a big thank you to our Behavioral Health Professional of the Year Selection Committee. They're listed here. Big thank you to them. Let's give them a round of applause. This program requires that each year, every school district recognizes outstanding service by the school employees who are healthcare practitioners or human service providers who offer services for the purpose of improving an individual's mental health. Such school employees include school counselors, school social workers, licensed clinical social workers, school psychologists, and school nurses. From those nominated at a building level, one behavioral health professional of the year moves forward to represent each district or the charter school community in the state program. The state program will choose one person annually to serve as Delaware's Behavioral Health Professional of the Year. Nominees should be skillful and dedicated behavioral health professionals employed by a district or charter school. Now let's recognize each of our building level behavioral health professionals of the year and district nominees. At this time, I'll be calling up each of our principals and they'll be announcing their winners, their building level winners. And we'll start with Ms. Kedra Deputy from North Laurel.
Good evening. I'm pleased to introduce NALELA's Behavioral Health Professional of the Year, Ms. Christina Fishburne. Ms. Fishburne is a valuable resource to our staff and students through her expansive knowledge of human development and behavioral science. As a school psychologist, she provides insight and strategies to support the social, emotional, and behavioral growth of our youngest bullpups. Ms. Fishburne is always willing to come into a classroom, observe, and provide strategies for easy implementation to shape and direct student behaviors. Thank you, Christina, for always being willing to offer ideas and suggestions when we are stuck and feel there's nothing left to try. Your ability to see a situation and behavior from all sides is a gift to our bullpups who succeed and thrive. Congratulations, Ms. Fishburne, on being NALELA's Behavioral Health Professional of the Year.
At this time, Ms. Fishburne, would you join us up front? We've got some gifts for you and we'd like to get your picture. Okay, up next will be Dr. Amanda Gaglione from Laurel Elementary School.
So it's my pleasure tonight to say a few words about Heather O'Neill, who couldn't be with us this evening. She's out of town. Heather O'Neill is that quiet calm in the presence of our building. She is quick to help a student that needs it, but also quick to stop and talk to a staff member that might need some assistance as well. She's also very active and practices what she teaches her students as far as ways to breathe, ways to use physical activity, and ways to provide an opportunity for kids to be their best selves while they're in the classroom and out. In fact, when we talked about having a walking club for some of our students who had difficulty in the afternoon, Heather was one of the first people to say, I think that's a fantastic idea and I love it, and jumped right on board. Every day, she takes a group of students outside and walks around the building with them, providing an opportunity for them to receive some counseling in a format that's a little bit different and a little bit unorthodox, but one that reaches our students who may have been a little harder to reach. So that's just an example of who Heather is. She's also very strong in the Laurel community. The other day we went to the Little League opening ceremonies, and of course there was Miss O'Neill right out there cheering on her students. So it gives me tremendous pleasure to recognize Heather O'Neill as our behavioral health professional. Thank you.
We'll make sure that when Miss O'Neill returns, oh, I'm sorry, let's watch her video first. As I started to say, we'll make sure that Miss O'Neill gets all of her gifts and we'll get a nice photo op with her when she returns. Next up will be Mrs. Gina Voges from Laurel Intermediate School.
Good evening. It's with great pride that I introduce our Laurel Intermediate School Behavioral Health Professional of the Year, Nicole LaPearl. Nicole truly embodies what it means to be a professional, a team player, and a miracle worker. Whether she's educating staff, conducting manifestation meetings, or gently explaining why a child may be exhibiting behaviors, she does it all with grace, patience, and a whole lot of psychological expertise. What I love most about Nicole is that no question is too silly for her. And every time she gives an answer, it's backed with research and kindness. Walk past Nicole's office and you'll likely see her doing one of two things: typing away like a court stenographer mid-trial, or meeting with a student, smiling like she didn't just write 12 pages of documentation before 9 a.m. Her energy and commitment are unmatched. Nicole was born and raised in Salisbury, Maryland, and after graduating high school, she attended Eastern Nazarene College in Massachusetts, where she earned her BS in psychology. It's also where she met her husband, JR. They married shortly after graduation in 1995. She later earned her master's in psychology from Salisbury University, and she and JR have raised three incredible kids, Zachary, Madison, and Cade. And this past May, she added a son-in-law, Nolan. Nicole began her journey in school settings back in 2000 doing contract work with a school psychologist in Delmar and Seaford. We were lucky enough to steal her away to Laurel in the fall of 2023. Nicole, your insight, heart, and steady presence make a profound impact on the school every day. Thank you for always being the calm in the chaos, the brain behind the behavior, and the smile behind the solution. Congratulations on being named Behavioral Health Professional of the Year.
Miss LaPearl, you want to come on up?
At this time, we'll have Mr. Brandon Nolte from Laurel Middle School come up and introduce his building level winner and nominee.
Good evening, everyone. I'm pleased to announce Laurel Middle School's Behavioral Health Professional of the Year, Mr. Justin Young. As Laurel Middle School school counselor, Mr. Young cares for our students and provides services to meet many challenges that they may face. He is always available to assist students and staff whenever needed. In addition to serving Laurel Middle School as a school counselor, he also coaches our boys' soccer team. His dedication to his work transcends the walls of Laurel Middle School. He cares deeply for the lives of our students and staff, takes time to know who our students are on a personal level. Mr. Young connects with the families of our students and provides them with valuable information on resources to help whatever they may be going through. He often responds to students and families off work hours and always in times of need. He will visit students at home if they have been absent for a while or if there's a certain area of concern. There's not a day that goes by where Mr. Young is not meeting with individuals or groups of students to talk about ways to improve their lives. The students look to Mr. Young for help with challenges both in and out of school. He takes time to help students with missing assignments or to talk about a problem they may have encountering with another student or something outside of school. Students are comfortable emailing Mr. Young, sharing information with him, and seeking him out, sometimes just for a friendly conversation. Over the past 3 years working with Mr. Young, I've found him to be extremely perceptive of our school culture, oftentimes checking in on me just to see how I'm doing throughout the day. He reflects on his interactions with students and staff and will often ask how might some situation been handled differently, always looking to improve upon himself and for the betterment of our school. He truly wants our students to feel safe and successful when they are in school. For that and many reasons, I'm grateful for Mr. Young, and I'm proud to have him as Laurel Middle School's Behavioral Health Professional of the Year.
Mr. Young, if you'll join us up front. And last but not least, Miss Patrina Giles from Laurel High School.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce Mrs. Jamie Reynolds, LHS District Behavioral Health Professional of the Year. I first met Jamie in 2006 at the district's new employee orientation. And over the years, I've gathered plenty of stories, but I promise to be mindful of our time. Jamie wears many hats in life. She's a devoted wife, a proud mother, a loving daughter, a school counselor, a trusted friend, and on occasion, she is the caregiver for her mother. She met her husband, John, 26 years ago during college. And together they have a wonderful daughter, Jordan, who is in ninth grade at Mardella High School. They also have some fur babies, Marley and Tucker. You can't leave them out. Jamie began her career as a physical education teacher and transitioned into counseling. It didn't take long to see that she had found her calling. One of Jamie's greatest strengths is her remarkable ability to build trust and form genuine connection with students. Her empathy, consistency, and ability to understand students emotionally and behaviorally has made a powerful impact across our school community. Her proactive interventions have helped countless students find their footing both academically and emotionally. It is no surprise that many of the students call her Mama Reynolds. Jamie is deeply invested in the success and well being of our students. Her dedication and compassion is a steady presence. And let me tell you, Jamie is just as committed to the students as to the colleagues. So sometimes you can find some of us in her office. Personally, what I appreciate most about her is that she never hesitates to step in when needed, whether it's senior sign out, covering a class, handling a last minute task, or jumping in for something unexpected. Jamie always says yes, without complaint and with a heart full of grace. Miss Jamie Reynolds, it is truly one of a kind, and we are incredibly lucky to have you. Congratulations to Mrs. Reynolds, Behavioral Health Professional of the Year at Laurel High School.
You want to come on up? At this time, would all of our building level behavior health professional of the years come up for a group photo? Yeah, that's right. Another round of applause for all of them.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about one more round of applause for all our behavioral health professionals of the year? If it seemed just a bit awkward to you, it's because the state has a different timeline for behavioral health professional of the year. They named theirs quite earlier than we do the rest of the staff of the year celebration. So this has already been revealed to most people, but if you don't know, pretend you're surprised. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives us great pleasure to announce as our Behavioral Health Professional of the Year.
Miss Jamie Reynolds. All right, congratulations, Miss Reynolds. Okay, and we'll go ahead and move on to our support staff of the year portion of the evening. Let me get my notes situated. I'll be right with you. Here we go. Okay. Educational support staff of the year. This program requires that each year, every school district recognizes outstanding service by school employees who provide direct or indirect services to students and their families. These include paraprofessionals, custodial staff, secretaries, nutritional staff, and school and district employed bus drivers and aides. From those nominated at a building level, one educational support professional of the year moves forward to represent each district or the charter school community in the state program. The state program will choose one person annually to serve as Delaware's Educational Support Professional of the Year. Nominees should be skillful and dedicated educational support professionals working directly with students. Now we'll recognize our building level educational support staff of the year and district nominees. We're going to first start with Miss Kedra Deputy from North Laurel.
It is with pride that I introduce Miss Michaela Brown as NALELA's Support Staff of the Year. I've had the honor and privilege to work with and observe the professional growth that Miss Brown has made as a paraprofessional in our preschool program. She provides instructional support in early learning cognition, pre-academic, and social emotional skills for our youngest 3- and 4-year-old learners. Ms. Brown's knowledge of instructional supports, differentiated instruction, afford her students the opportunity to excel academically and socially within the school and community-wide environments. Mia works diligently in collaboration with her classroom teacher to ensure their students develop the academic language and skills needed for future success. Mia is actively working toward the completion of her teacher preparation program, and I look forward to the opportunity to have her serve as a classroom educator in the near future. Congratulations, Mia, on being NALELA's Support Professional of the Year.
Miss Brown, come on up. Okay, and next is Dr. Gaglione from Laurel Elementary School.
I'm so excited tonight to recognize Dontre Matthews as our Educational Support Person of the Year. I want you all to think back to when you were in elementary school and all of the things that got spilled or needed to be cleaned up or needed to be checked out or needed to be fixed. Dontre fixes all of those and does all of that with a smile and with a not a problem. Dontre, could you help with this? Not a problem. Dontre, could you help clean this up? Not a problem. What's really exciting about that is as a leader, he knows that this building is the physical embodiment of the school's climate and culture. How it looks to our visitors and how it looks to our staff and our students really shows the heart and the pride that we take not only in Laurel Elementary, but in the Laurel School District. And as a leader, he leads his team with that quiet kindness, that compassion, but that expectation for excellence that we all have come to know and love. It is a tremendous honor that he gets this tonight because Dontre truly is what is the heart of our building and keeps us going every single day. Thank you so much for everything, Dontre. Come on up, Dontre Matthews, our chief custodian.
Okay, Miss Gina Voges, Laurel Intermediate School.
Lover of the 80s, food connoisseur, fashionista, and a positive driving force is how I describe our LIS Educational Support Staff of the Year, Brianna Phillips. Bree has been a paraprofessional with the Laurel School District for 4 years, and this year she took on the role of 6th grade pilot para, diving into SEL, ELA interventions, and basically any task we threw her way with a smile, a can-do attitude, and maybe a Michael Jackson song playing in the background. She is a role model for our students and makes it look easy. She wears many hats. As you can see, she has a hat on tonight. Our yearbook advisor, talent show coordinator, Winterfest decorator, and school spirit enthusiast. If there's an event happening at Laurel Intermediate, Bree is probably behind the scenes. She doesn't do it for the accolades, but for our students. Michael Jackson is her idol, and somehow she manages to bring the king of pop into her lessons like it's part of the curriculum. I wouldn't be surprised if she gets us all doing a school-wide moonwalk one day. This is how she hooks our students into the joy of coming to school. Bree brings energy, creativity, and just the right amount of 80s nostalgia you'd understand if you saw her classroom. Our students are drawn to her joy, her enthusiasm, and probably her secret stash of snacks. Every day, she makes learning feel fun, and for 6th graders, that's a miracle in itself. Outside of school, Bree, with her boyfriend Devron, are raising 3 amazing girls, Selah, Isla, and Raina. After graduating from Laurel High School in 2013, she earned her associate's degree in education and plans to return this fall to pursue her passion for teaching. And here's the funny part, education was not her first, second, or even her third career plan. But it turns out when you find your purpose, the path finds you. And we are so glad it led her back to Laurel. It is with great pride that I introduce and congratulate our Educational Support Staff of the Year, the fabulous Bree Phillips.
Please come on up, Miss Phillips. Next up, Mr. Brandon Nolte from Laurel Middle School. That's right. Keep on clapping, guys. We got a little bit more ahead of us. All right.
It is with great honor that I get to announce Laurel Middle School's Educational Support Staff of the Year, Mrs. Donna Ward. As Laurel Middle School's guidance secretary, Mrs. Ward is responsible for student enrollment, student withdrawals, attendance, substitute placement, maintaining student records, and informing families of excessive student absences. In addition to her responsibilities, Mrs. Ward epitomizes what it means to be a Laurel Bulldog. Her concern for the students and families in the Laurel community is unparalleled. She has coached girls, field hockey, soccer, softball, and cheerleading at both the middle school and varsity levels. Mrs. Ward has initiated many clubs, including Girls on the Run and BARK, standing for Beautiful, Amazing, Resilient, and Kind. Her partnership with community organizations helps provide materials for students to pride themselves throughout the school day. Although Mrs. Ward has specific responsibilities within our school, she makes it her responsibility to ensure students and staff have what is needed to be great each day. I've had the privilege of working in some capacity with Mrs. Donna Ward for the entirety of my 22 years at the Laurel School District. She's pulled me out of some jams, pushed me along the way, and encouraged me to this very day. It has been the past 2 years that I have served as an administrator with Mrs. Ward. In those 2 years, and especially this year, I've witnessed a change in the culture at Laurel Middle School. Her ability to connect with anyone and everyone in a positive and encouraging manner spreads throughout an organization. She has inspired students to attend school and be successful. This school year, Mrs. Ward transformed our girls' field hockey team by building confidence and perseverance in the young ladies she coached. Then she started up the BARK Club. The BARK Club was a lot. Mrs. Ward, that was a lot. Okay? Every week they were doing something in the building. Okay? Crafts, making time to go shopping for families in need. Best thing that I heard the students say was they got to go on a field trip to shop for a family in need, but they got to go watch the movie Wicked. So the students really loved that. Okay? And out to dinner. I got to witness them and the joy that those students had after school doing those, the ladies, the girls, doing the things that they enjoyed. That's what makes a school, makes students want to come to school and be a part of the culture. All of these actions impacted the day-to-day environment at the school. I can go on and on about the impact Mrs. Ward has had on the students and staff at Laurel Middle School. The energy she brings each day is a positive cure for anyone feeling down. It is with great privilege, honor, and I am grateful to have Mrs. Donna Ward as Laurel Middle School's educational support staff for the 2025-2026 school year.
Miss Ford, please come right on up. And Miss Katrina Giles from Laurel High School.
It is my pleasure to introduce our educational support staff, Mr. Aaron Johnson. Aaron is a proud graduate of Laurel High School. Aaron has been married to his wife Kelly for 10 years. Together, they have three beautiful children. Hannah, who is 18 and currently studying nursing at University of Delaware. Weston, who is 10 and attends Law Elementary. And Remington, who is 9, who also attends Law Elementary. Aaron joined LHS in 2019 and currently is our chief custodian. He has consistently demonstrated that he is a caring and dependable individual. He is attentive to everyone's needs and is known for his strong follow up and follow through. If you need anything, Aaron is right there in about 5 minutes, if in less, and he takes care of it right away. It shows exceptional work. He shows exceptional work ethic and leadership. Since stepping into this role, Mr. Johnson has made tremendous impact to our school. He has enhanced custodial operations, fostered a sense of pride and accountability among his staff, and taken proactive approach to identifying and solving problems. Aaron, Aaron's ability to lead and inspire others is truly evident. He effectively manages two school teams, sets clear expectations, and ensures that high standards are consistently met. His leadership has helped create a positive, inclusive, and well maintained atmosphere that benefits both students and staff. Please join me in congratulating Mr. Aaron Johnson, LHS Educational Support Staff of the Year.
Mr. Johnson, you want to come on up?
as soon as Aaron gets done dropping off his hardware at the table, could we have all of the Educational Support Staff of the Year honorees to the front, please? Another round of applause, please. Ladies and gentlemen, how about one more round of applause for all of our honorees for Educational Support Staff of the Year? It's great folks, all of them. And now the moment that we announce the Educational Support Staff Member of the Year. On three, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Donna Ward!
Okay, now we're going to move on to our Teacher of the Year portion of the year, a portion of the evening. It's been a long day. I'm so sorry. I'm going to get it together. All right. The Teacher of the Year program recognizes excellence in education and expresses appreciation for the many outstanding teachers in Delaware who serve as an inspiration to teachers, students, and community members. The candidate should be an exceptionally dedicated, knowledgeable, and skilled teacher, inspire students of all backgrounds and abilities to learn, have the respect and admiration of students, parents, and colleagues, play an active and useful role in the community as well as in the school, and be poised, articulate, and possess the energy to withstand a taxing schedule. Throughout the selection process, emphasis is placed on finding the person who best represents his or her fellow teachers, the teaching profession, and best teaching practices. We have found such individuals with this group of building level Teachers of the Year. Now we'll invite our principals to announce their building level winners. Oh, I'm sorry, I was just kidding. Before we do that, Mr. Joe Winkie, our 2025 Teacher of the Year. He's going to say a few words.
Okay, keeping me on my toes. I like it. Okay. As my time as the Laurel School District Teacher of the Year comes to an end, I want to take some time to reflect on what this experience has done for me, not only as an educator, but as a person as well. It's been both an amazing privilege and an important responsibility to be the Laurel School District Teacher of the Year. And as I consider the experience as a whole, I find that I've become more of a thoughtful educator and gained a deeper sense of the purpose that comes to define our work. This award is much more than simply an accolade recognizing one's commitment to our craft, but it provides a platform through which a teacher has the chance to advocate for the beliefs that define who we are as educators while representing the truly outstanding people that make this district a beacon of stability and altruism in our community. What most elicited pride for me was the chance that I had to shed a light on the amazing work that's being done in our district and emphasize that I've been the product of other great educators whose expertise shaped the teacher that I am today, both pedagogically and interpersonally. Some of the most meaningful experiences to me over the past year have involved the reflection on what I've done as a teacher up to this point and how, at times, even inadvertently, this reflection has helped give me renewed confidence in the importance of our persistent presence as educators. I perceive the application process for State Teacher of the Year not as some arduous task, but as an invaluable opportunity to build on what I've done and who I strive to be. As I completed each section of the application, I discovered aspects of my professional experience that I hadn't yet considered and broadened my understanding of the why behind my preparation and execution. As part of this process, the summer workshop with the other respective district teachers of the year was humbling as it helped reinforce to me that teachers can be totally different in their interests, subject matter, and background. But through our discourse, it became clear that our approaches and perspectives often tended to align as our collective desire to captivate young minds and the productive struggle of learning brought us all into that room. Then, as each event and opportunity passed and the depth of my appreciation for this award grew, it was finally time to choose a new Teacher of the Year, which led to honestly one of the most fascinating and exciting privileges of the entire process, the chance to witness other exceptional teachers in their element. As we visited each classroom, I felt an immense sense of pride and gratitude. Pride that I have so many colleagues in this district who share a similar passion for meaningful scholarship, and gratitude that they are here in this community with our students. To all of the teachers that have been nominated as school representatives, just know that all of you, whether you're named District Teacher of the Year or not, are truly inspiring educators. For the teacher who does become the new District Teacher of the Year, the most important advice that I could give to you is just to be yourself. Don't strain yourself to reflect some archetype of what you think a great teacher is perceived to be. You're getting this award because of who you are. So let that person shine. That's the person who earned this award and who people want to see. Although you will undoubtedly learn from others along the way, don't forget that people want to learn from your experience too. There's a reason you've been chosen to represent our district. So embrace who you are and what got you here. Because the teacher that your students see every day is the person that deserves this honor. So as we welcome the new District Teacher of the Year, I want to thank the Laurel School District for this profound experience and formally congratulate the 2026 Laurel School District Teacher of the Year. Thank you very much. For sure.
And super quick, I also forgot one other quick item. Thank you, a big thank you to the selection committee for the support staff of the year group. So let's give them a quick round of applause. I skipped right over that too, you guys. As well as our Cora Selby Teacher of the Year selection committee. So thank you to each and every person who took the time to join us to work through all of that. And now, without further ado, Mrs. Deputy from North Laurel.
It truly brings me tremendous joy to introduce you to Mrs. Stacy Puerto, NALELA's Teacher of the Year. When one has the opportunity to daily observe master educators at work, It fills the heart to overflowing with a sense of pride and confidence that our bullpups are learning from the best in education. As the lead educator for our multilingual learners, Ms. Puerto works diligently to create a learning environment that is welcoming and mindful of the complexity of developing the early learning foundations for our young multilingual learners. Ms. Puerto provides direct instruction in literacy, cognition, and linguistic development through small group pull-out and push-in services. Ms. Puerto is a creative educator who adeptly uses a variety of resources and teaching strategies within her classroom to develop student understanding of complex concepts through targeted development of background knowledge and building activities. She actively supports families through consistent feedback on student progress and provides resources such as learning activities for additional practice at home. This communication facilitates consistent programming across the home and school setting. Ms. Puerto plans, organizes, and supports school-wide events, including our annual Multicultural Night, parent conferences for our multilingual learners, and our I Love to Read Month activities. She also serves as a member of our data team and pupil progress review team. Stacy exemplifies the core values of the Laurel School District: relationships, rigor, relevance. And I am proud to call her NALEGA's Teacher of the Year. Congratulations, Stacy.
Ms. Puerto, please join us up front. Hey, and Dr. Gaglione from Laurel Elementary. Come on, guys. Let's do it. Let's get those hands put together.
It is with great joy that I am here to introduce Laurel Elementary School's Teacher of the Year, Dr. Betsy McDorman. A breath of fresh air and a ray of sunshine is how I would say that Betsy is day in and day out. She has a heart that is bigger than Mount Everest, and she has the patience of a saint. As a second grade teacher, you know that that's necessary. She thinks that developing the whole child is one of the best things that she can do for her community and for her world. And so whenever you go into Betsy's room, you're going to be sure that she has a kind word for a student, that if someone is maybe doing something they shouldn't, she's going to take it as a teaching opportunity in order to help them become their best self. She really is epitomized by the fact that when we presented her award, she said to her students, "This is because of you. This is our award." That is truly who she is as a teacher. She also works in our community helping students and families as part of the Laurel Women's Civics Club. She also brought Toys for Tots here and helped with that through the Marine Corps and her father's work. We are so excited to have her here because she brings a joy and a light to everyone that she sees each day and is always willing to share a smile or a hug not only to our little people, but to the big people as well. So Betsy really does epitomize what we love at Laurel Elementary. So thank you so much and congratulations, Dr. McDormand, our Teacher of the Year.
Would you join us, please, Dr. McDormand? Okay, and next up, Mrs. Fogus, Laurel Intermediate School.
It is with great honor that I introduce the very first Laurel Intermediate School Teacher of the Year, Mr. Corey Sullivan. Corey has been part of the Laurel School District for 3 years, and this is his 5th year in the teaching profession. At LIS, Corey teaches 6th grade math, as well as an accelerated math class, which sometimes Corey spends his days convincing almost middle schoolers that math is not in fact the secret plot to ruin their lives, and he actually does tell them that. And somehow he does it with grace, creativity, and humor. Corey originally hails from Northern Virginia and earned his bachelor's degree in fine arts from Flagler College. So yes, not only can he solve for X, he could draw it into a beautiful masterpiece. His path to teaching began when he worked as a paraprofessional and realized his true calling, education. He went on to earn his master's degree in elementary education from Grand Canyon University. When I first met Corey during his interview, he dazzled us, not just with his knowledge of math, but with his calm demeanor, creative flair, and to be honest, his ability to make us believe that 6th grade math could be fun. He won us over instantly, and we had a feeling our students would feel the same way, and they do. Corey brings consistency, creativity, and a dry wit that sneaks up on you. He helps students understand that productive struggle is a pathway to growth. He encourages them to push through even when math gets tough. Corey is the voice of reason amongst his 6th grade team consisting of 9 women. Outside of the classroom, Corey's greatest joys are his beautiful fiancée, Carolyn, and their amazing 18-month-old daughter, Avery, who, knowing Corey, has her reciting multiplication tables in her sleep. One thing I've learned from our almost daily morning chats, besides his love of baseball, is that Corey is here for the long haul. He's found his home here at Laurel, and we are lucky to have him. He is a steady force in our school, inspiring critical thinking, quiet confidence, and the occasional aha moment. So thank you, Corey, for your dedication, your humor, your heart. Congratulations on being named Laurel Intermediate School's Teacher of the Year. Mr. Corey Sullivan, will you join us?
Okay, and Mr. Nolte from Laurel Middle School.
I am pleased and honored to introduce Mrs. Ashley Phillips as Laurel Middle School's Teacher of the Year. Mrs. Phillips is listed as an 8th grade math teacher, but she teaches students how to enjoy learning math. Mrs. Phillips also serves as Laurel Middle School Student Government Advisor, lead coach for new teachers, and organizes our staff morale activities. Mrs. Phillips is extremely active in the lives of the students at Laurel Middle School, oftentimes referring to her students as her kiddos. She takes a personal interest into the lives of her students, taking measures to help wherever is needed, whether it is school-related or outside of school. Mrs. Phillips' math classes are extremely dynamic and engaging. Let me mention this again. It is 8th grade math, not just 8th grade, 8th grade math, where you are dealing with rational and irrational numbers with rational and irrational students. Okay? Mrs. Phillips is able to balance the equations each and every day, making math games such as the most recently an Easter egg hunt where each egg had an equation in it that the students had to solve, which led them to another egg with more equations to solve. And the students going in just loved doing what they were doing, to incentives when students meet certain benchmarks throughout the year. In addition to her daily lessons, she is very involved with the moments that make our school a home away from home, whether it is getting mummified, where she got wrapped up in toilet paper during a pep rally, celebrating student growth with an ice cream party, dressing up as a superhero, teaching pie with moon pies, announcing the Secret Santa gifts to staff, to just attending a sports event, to most recently rocking the red carpet when our students come into the building for their SBAC testing. Mrs. Phillips embodies the belief that teachers must be involved in all aspects of their students' lives. It is my privilege and honor to have Mrs. Ashley Phillips as Laurel Middle School's Teacher of the Year for 2025-2026.
Would you join us, Mrs. Phillips? And again, not last but not least, Mrs. Giles from Laurel High School. Big round of applause, everybody.
I am excited to introduce LHS Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Courtney Baker. Courtney is a proud New Jersey Shore native. You could tell with her accent. Consistently, she consistently demonstrates an unwavering commitment to her students. She designs engaging science lessons that not only capture her students' attention, but also encourage them to explore real world situations. Her ability to make complex scientific concepts accessible and relatable has significantly enhanced her students' learning experiences, sparkling a genuine love for science. In addition to fostering curiosity, Courtney holds her students to high standards, pushing them to think critically and strive for excellence. It is clear that she deeply cares for her students and their success and works tirelessly to equip them with the tools that they need to excel. She has gone above and beyond by offering extra instruction on Saturdays, again, Saturdays, for AP Bio students, ensuring that they are fully prepared for success. Beyond her outstanding teaching, Courtney has proven to be a leader among her colleagues. She has actively contributed to her department and school by offering professional development and coaching to help her peers grow. She is not shy. She's very generous with sharing her expertise. On a personal note, Courtney and her husband Brian recently welcomed a beautiful bundle of joy, Shelby May, who is only 5 months. She'll be 6 months next week, right? I'm right. 6 months. Yep, 6 months next week. Um, she is definitely. So recently, a fun fact. I recently learned that Courtney is a grill master. So she's a beast, is what I've been told. So Courtney, in front of all our LHS family and friends, I'm looking forward to taking you up on that offer in the fall when we welcome back in 25-26 school year. In all seriousness, I truly appreciate you. Your students appreciate you for all that you do and your dedication. Without further ado, congratulations, Miss Courtney Baker, LHS Teacher of the Year.
I was going to call her up, but Miss Baker understood the assignment. Thank you.
All right, as soon as Mrs. Baker puts down her awards, we're going to have all of our Teacher of the Year candidates please come back up to the front. Let's give them all a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, the final announcement of the evening, the moment we've all been waiting for. But first, what a great tribute to Cora Selby, all these fine educators up here. How about a big, big round of applause for them? They truly are great, all of them.
Okay, without further ado, the 2026 Laurel School District Cora Selby Teacher of the Year is
Great.
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3.
Stacy
Stacy
Puerto!
Puerto!
And we'll have Miss Puerto, when she gathers her items, we'll have her come back up and say a few words. How about another round of applause?
Wow. Okay. Thank you so much. I am truly honored. While listening to everyone's story and everyone's introduction, I was struck by the shared compassion in this room. All the amazing educators in this district. It's such a privilege to be here and know you and work with you. But I'm not any more special than anyone else. I see the heart and dedication of my coworkers, every day, and even my own children who attend different schools in this district. Um, they have felt seen and valued because of the collective work that you all do. And for that, I am deeply grateful. So thank you, not just for this honor, but for the work that you do every day that will echo far beyond today. So let's keep advocating, encouraging, and believing in our students and in each other, because when we believe in them, they start to believe in themselves, and that's where the magic happens. So thank you very much.
All right, and with that, this concludes our evening. And again, congratulations to everyone. Thanks for coming out, and have a wonderful rest of your Cinco de Mayo.